Hello, my friends. I'm very glad to be here with you today and read you a little bit more of this book, In Business for Yourself by Bruce Williams. And we are on a part that calls Fitting Your Business Out in Starting Your Own Business section. So I'm going to read you a little more today. Maybe one more section, a personal note too will come. But meanwhile, I am holding some mandarins over here. It says, "Hey there, cutie." Maybe it's a cutie company, I don't know. But this mandarins I got for New Year and I really like them. I'm also want to tell you that I'm wearing this nice blouse from Chaps company. And I like it. You can button it all the way up and feel very formal, or open it a little bit over here and read a book. Sit down and read a book. Okay, here it is. In Business for Yourself. Yes. Fitting your business out. In buying equipment, as in other situations, knowing the field of endeavor helps. Asking around about where to get equipment is far more effective if you know people. So, do you know some people? Write them down, those people's names, and see. Maybe you can write also by their names what you can ask them and start calling. Okay. Asking around about where to get equipment is far more effective if you know people in the field. I would say that you may know people not in the field, but they may know a lot about whatever you're looking for. Start asking, okay? So, garage sales, liquidation sales, Salvation Army sales, all are possibilities. Check classified advertising, especially in trade publications. Such publications can give you many tips, including layout and design. What is it, trade publications, for now? Well, if you know, you can write me here in live chat. Hi, how are you, my friends? I will be glad to know that you're here and that I can talk to you in a live chat and answer your questions. I would be glad to see your comments when this video is finished too, you know. Now we are reading Fitting Your Business Out right here. Okay. You do not have to buy new equipment. Sometimes you don't. You can buy used equipment for a quarter of the cost. Shelving for a warehouse, rack for a gift shop, etc. All available someplace if you know where to look. Well, I guess they were talking this way in those years when this book was written. Now I would say go to the internet. Okay. This kind of search is best suited to metropolitan areas. If you are looking for used restaurant equipment, you will probably find 15 dealers all gathered in a single square block of a major city. If, however, you live in West Overshoot, Wyoming, you have a problem. You will undoubtedly have to get to an urban center to find the sort of a district with the equipment you need. And it's everywhere like this. Europe, France, Italy, Russia, the same idea. More than likely, you'll have to rent a truck, and haul the stuff back to West Overshoot. If you do happen to find the equipment in town, it will invariably cost more because of the lack of competition. Probably you'll have to discuss that and bargain. You then have to decide whether it's worth your time and travel to look elsewhere. Yes, you found one place, maybe somewhere else is cheaper, but you will spend a whole bunch of time to look for it. So you better get now whatever you already found. Okay, if you are in the New York area and looking for display cabinets, for example, there is only one place to go, the Bowery. Bowery. Maybe that place still exists. I don't know. I haven't been in New York more than a week. But it was fun when I was there. Little elves work there in 50 or more shops that nobody ever heard of. They do not advertise. You can buy display cabinets there at 1/3 of the cost you would pay elsewhere. The bank check system, however, has never been introduced into that corner of the world. The bank check system. I see, it's a warning, but if you find a time machine and go there, please bring cash. That's what it means. Well, for now it is probably the credit card. Okay. Everything is paid for in cash. No checks and no labels on the goods. History. Do you like history? There are districts like this one all over the country. Districts like this one all over the country and the world, I would say, where you may buy the equipment you need, but you have to find them. You have to find them. Talk to people. Call to people you know and ask them if they know some people that might know what you need to know. Okay, your suppliers will help equip you if you know how to approach them. If you are opening a diner, for instance, don't buy a milk machine. The milk supplier will lend you a milk machine. He may not know it, but you ought to be able to talk him into it. So, talk him into it and then start bargaining. The same applies to freezer cabinets and some display materials. So he's suggesting in this Fitting Your Business Out, ask people you know in the field of the area you're going to work in. Then start looking for used stuff. Don't buy new. Probably when you start making money more and more, then you can change and find a company who will rent you new stuff, you know. So you don't have to, like with this milk supplier, you don't have to buy a milk machine. You can just rent it from somebody who has no idea that they can do that. But you already know because we just talked about it. Right? Okay. We are reading a book, In Business for Yourself by Bruce Williams. And I'm going to read you a little more, I think. Yes. It calls A Personal Note. So, one thing to remember from the start. Don't go hunting for ducks in the Sahara. Match your customers with your product and your location. While I was waiting for a few things to gel after college, I applied for a job driving for Mr. Softy, a traveling ice cream truck. The company had only one route available, and my interviewer was looking for a black man to make it because it wound through a black ghetto area that was considered difficult. Okay, what did he say here? Wait a second. One thing to remember from the start, don't go hunting for ducks in the Sahara. There are no ducks, I guess. Match your customers with your product and your location. Customers with product and location. Okay, continue. I told him that if he couldn't find a black candidate to get back to me, and about a week later he did. I took the route with enthusiasm, for it was just what I was looking for. So, he was lucky, huh? Bruce Williams. The second or third day that I was in business, I pulled up to a corner, and the big burly fellow began to climb into the cab. It was clear he didn't have my best interest in mind. I quickly picked up a roll of coins, clinched it inside my fist, and hit him in the jaw. We got in trouble. He tumbled into the street. Pass the word, I said to some people standing around. Don't mess with Mr. Softy. Things went well after that, and I had no trouble. So he had to defend himself a little bit. Okay. My major problem was that Mr. Softy made only chocolate and vanilla, and the clientele particularly requested strawberry. I bought vanilla mix, dumped strawberry syrup in the machine, instant success, and sales zoomed. You see? Match your product with your customers. What do they want? Ask them. Don't be afraid. Just ask them. Or find someone who will ask. But then you can be in trouble, because they may not tell you what they discovered. Okay, earlier, oh hey, I'm sure you get the loyal employees and everything will be fine, don't worry. Earlier, a friend and I had bought our own truck and converted it for ice cream vending. We went into inner city areas almost exclusively. Why? Because we had found that's where the real ice cream money is. Even at 10:30 at night, there are still people on the stoops and in the playgrounds ready to buy. Even on the playground, people are ready to buy. That kind of money could not be made ringing your little ice cream bell in the suburbs. Those people are at the shore, or in the mountains, or in bed, but not on the streets. Okay, this part is done. A personal note. It's a personal note from the author of the book, I guess. Starting for those who is going to start their own business. Okay, did you get what he is telling you to do? Of course, please analyze. Use your logical abilities, and you're welcome to write me too, right here. Write me here. And you are welcome to write me a comment and subscribe to my channel. I'll read you more. And I'll read you more now too. It's a little bit left. It says do your homework right here. You see? Just a little bit we'll read. We will finish this part about getting started on your business by buying an existing business or by starting your own business. Okay. Do your homework. Although I've been writing about getting started in business, many of the issues that have come up are involved in the entire life of a business from infancy to maturity, and so they will come up again later. One thought to end this section, however, seems vital. I mentioned the New York photo store that advertises heavily. Well, that was in my previous videos, I guess. Do you realize how much work is involved in those two words? It may have taken the business years to determine what mixture of ingredients maximized its success. When it was determined that the company should advertise and get an upstairs rental space, the owner still had to determine where to advertise. In which media? If in newspapers and radio stations, which newspapers and which radio stations? What kind of advertisement? Which products should be featured? I've tried to express years of development in two words that cannot tell the whole story. This is important to you because you cannot assume that heavy advertising will make your business a success. You might sign a 6-month contract with the newspaper only to find that your advertisements are not pulling, that you are wasting your money. What I'm saying is that you have to do your homework. 100%. That's from me. For any one of the topics I've touched on, floor layout, for example, whole books have been written on a subject, and you'll have to read those books or someone who read them. That may sound painful, but it isn't as painful as a failure. So every subject that is in this book, I'm reading it to you, requires homework. Okay, so more homework, and you're welcome to write me, subscribe to my channel, and we will discuss it on your homework time. So if you're gonna do some homework, you're welcome to write me statements, questions, and be close to nature, holding something nice that will give you your mind power. And remember, your mind is a powerful thing. Thank you very much for being here with me. Bye bye.